Hey, good evening, Miss Elsos. Charles Bland here, and I really enjoyed reading your blog this evening on social justice counseling. I really appreciated the fact that your presentation was very real and you displayed a lot of passion in that process. I really appreciated how you pointed out that God was an advocate of social justice and that his love was dedicated to the lost and disadvantaged. After all, we live in a broken world, and that world is broken by sin, and so all of us, and especially those without Christ's redemption, are truly disadvantaged. And I couldn't agree with you more, and I appreciated how you highlighted the character of Christ in your discussion about social justice counseling. Jesus was without question an advocate of socially disadvantaged, and he did eat with tax collectors, and he did associate with sinners. And when he was called out by the Pharisees, he did respond that he was here, not for the healthy, but for those who were sick. Specifically, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but it is the sick. Matthew 9, verse 12. I'm going to have to disagree with you a little bit, though, in your presentation, because I think as a professional counselor, you are going to counsel tax collectors, and you will certainly counsel sinners. Tax collectors in Jesus' time were the lowest of the low. They were Jews who had agreed to work for the Roman government, and they were notorious for being unethical people and dishonest, and they thrived on the misery of others. But aren't persons who are overcome by some type of mental oppression in the same position, sort of? I mean, whether it's just mental stress, mild depression, or a full-on diagnosable mental disorder, the person themselves are oppressed. There's someone that they're not, and they are in need. And that's what Jesus saw in the disadvantaged. That's what he saw in the tax collector, was someone that wasn't who they really could be. He saw people with potential if they could move past their sins and find their redemption. And so I think that that's what we're talking about, because our clients, when we talk about from a social justice perspective, we want to give them a voice, and we want to advocate on their behalf. And so those that are struggling with whatever is oppressing them, they have a desire to be advocated for as well, and they need to be understood. And then eventually, through time and patience and the trust that you establish and the care that you're providing, they eventually can move to that state of wellness. Your golden rule was outstanding. I think that listening is and should be the golden rule for anyone who's working in counseling, to hear more than you speak. It's a great rule to have, and it is indeed the essence of social justice counseling, which means that we are granting the client the opportunity to speak and to be heard. You know, Psalms 82:3 states that give justice to the weak and the fatherless and maintain the right of the afflicted and destitute. And when we allow our clients to be heard, we show that they are valued. And you spoke of clients who feel less than worthy, less than valued. And when we listen, we show them that we care. And we extend to them the gift of grace that can only come through Jesus. And it's in this grace and the power of Christ that we are introducing as the ultimate power that changes lives. And there was no greater social advocate than Christ, who himself was willing to take his cause of advocacy all the way to the cross, so that none should perish, but that all could have eternal life. So I just wanted to say thank you again for your social justice blog. I thought that it was outstanding. I really appreciated listening to you, and I really loved how you drew a correlation between social justice counseling and the character of Christ. Be well.